Welcome to today's journey through the world of modern minimalist homes, architectural masterpieces shaped by concrete, glass, and steel. These materials are not just structural, they embody strength, clarity, and sophistication. Minimalism is more than simplicity, it's about elevating design to its purest form, creating homes that feel both timeless and luxurious. In this video, we'll explore designs that emphasize open spaces, clean lines, natural light, and the seamless blending of indoor and outdoor living. From striking urban residences to serene countryside retreats, each home we feature reflects the philosophy of less is more in a truly inspiring way. If you love exploring innovative architecture, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your engagement helps us bring you more unique home design inspirations. Minimalism in architecture goes beyond design aesthetics, it is a lifestyle philosophy. Rooted in clarity and intentionality, modern minimalist homes are not about stripping life of beauty but amplifying it by removing distractions. Every wall, every window, and every structural choice is deliberate. Unlike traditional ornate architecture, minimalist homes rely on proportions, light, and the raw beauty of materials. Concrete reveals strength and permanence, glass allows transparency and openness, while steel introduces elegance and durability. Together, they form a visual symphony of restraint and sophistication. This philosophy is not about scarcity but abundance of space, of natural light, and of harmony with surroundings. Concrete has evolved from a purely functional material to a celebrated design element in modern architecture. In minimalist homes, concrete provides both strength and an aesthetic of raw honesty. Its natural tones and textures create a canvas that complements sleek furniture, lush greenery, and carefully chosen art pieces. Polished concrete floors reflect natural light, while exposed concrete walls highlight structural integrity and permanence. Unlike painted or treated surfaces, concrete maintains authenticity. What you see is what it is. Designers often pair concrete with warm wood or vibrant textiles to balance its cool, industrial feel. This adaptability makes it a core material in minimalist masterpieces. Glass is the medium that transforms minimalist architecture into an immersive experience. Large glass panels dissolve the boundary between indoors and outdoors, allowing nature to become part of the living space. In modern minimalist homes, glass walls frame views like living artworks, creating constantly changing backdrops as light shifts throughout the day. Beyond beauty, glass promotes openness and flow, reducing the sense of confinement within walls. High-performance glass also contributes to energy efficiency, ensuring that homes remain comfortable while embracing natural illumination. From skylights to full-height windows, glass embodies the minimalist principle of openness: nothing extra, just clarity. Steel is the silent hero of modern minimalist architecture. While concrete anchors a home and glass opens it to the outside, steel binds these elements together with precision and strength. Exposed steel beams create dramatic linear aesthetics, echoing the minimalist language of clean lines and structural honesty. Its versatility allows for daring cantilevers, floating staircases, and sleek frameworks that push design boundaries. More than function, steel introduces elegance, slim, strong, and unapologetically modern. The combination of steel with glass and concrete results in architectural statements that are simultaneously bold and graceful. In dense urban settings, minimalist homes are redefining city living. Rather than competing with their surroundings, these homes stand out through their restraint. Using concrete walls for privacy, glass facades for openness, and steel structures for efficiency, architects maximize limited spaces. Rooftop gardens bring nature back into concrete jungles, while interior layouts favor multifunctional open spaces over compartmentalization. These urban minimalist homes prove that even in the busiest cities, one can live with tranquility and clarity through thoughtful design. Away from the noise of the city, minimalist countryside homes celebrate stillness and nature. Here, architecture is not about dominating the landscape but blending with it. Concrete foundations provide stability, glass walls invite the surrounding scenery indoors, and steel frames create expansive views unobstructed by heavy supports. These homes often face lakes, mountains, or forests, with interiors that mirror natural palettes, stone, wood, and earth tones. They embody serenity, turning simple structures into sanctuaries for rest and reflection. Minimalism thrives in open-plan designs where walls are minimized, and spaces flow into one another. Living, dining, and kitchen areas merge into unified spaces that feel larger and brighter. Concrete floors run seamlessly across rooms, steel accents outline subtle divisions, and glass partitions offer separation without isolation. This open concept not only improves functionality but also enhances social interaction and a sense of togetherness in the home. It's a modern way of living that values connectivity over division. Natural light is essential in minimalist architecture. It animates spaces, highlights textures, and reduces reliance on artificial illumination. Architects strategically place glass walls, skylights, and clear-story windows to create dramatic light and shadow play. Concrete surfaces absorb and reflect these patterns, adding depth and character to otherwise simple forms. Light becomes an architectural element in itself, shaping mood and atmosphere. A minimalist home without light feels incomplete. With it, the home breathes with vibrancy and warmth. Inside these homes, minimalism dictates furniture choices and interior layouts. Every piece must serve a purpose and enhance the spatial experience. Concrete counters, glass tabletops, and steel-framed shelving maintain material consistency with the architecture. Neutral tones dominate, but textures, like fabric upholstery, wood details, and stone finishes, add depth. The goal is not emptiness but clarity, a space where every element is intentional, beautiful, and useful. Minimalist interiors become an extension of the home's architectural language, avoiding excess and celebrating purpose. Shapes and forms in minimalist homes are deliberate, often defined by geometric precision. Rectilinear structures, cubic forms, and symmetrical lines dominate the design, enhanced by the materials of concrete, glass, and steel. This geometry creates rhythm, balance, and harmony, giving homes a sculptural presence. Architects use proportions and alignment as aesthetic elements, proving that beauty lies in precision. The simplicity of form amplifies the dramatic interplay of light, shadow, and texture. A hallmark of minimalist homes is the seamless transition between indoors and outdoors. Sliding glass doors, steel-framed terraces, and concrete patios blur boundaries. Outdoor living areas become extensions of interior spaces, designed with equal attention to detail. Gardens, courtyards, and pools are integrated to feel like natural continuations of the home. This indoor-outdoor flow enhances lifestyle, connecting residents with their environment and promoting a sense of openness and freedom. Kitchens in minimalist homes are marvels of efficiency and beauty. With clean lines, handleless cabinetry, and uncluttered countertops, they embody functionality without sacrificing elegance. Concrete islands, steel fixtures, and glass shelving unify with the architectural palette. Natural light enhances their simplicity, making cooking a serene and joyful experience. These kitchens are designed as both functional spaces and design statements, reinforcing the home's minimalist ethos. Bathrooms are transformed into tranquil sanctuaries through minimalist design. Concrete basins, glass shower enclosures, and sleek steel fittings create spaces that feel pure and uncluttered. The emphasis is on calmness, neutral palettes, natural textures, and soft lighting establish a spa-like atmosphere. These bathrooms prove that minimalism can be warm and inviting, not cold or impersonal. Furniture selection is a critical aspect of minimalist living. Pieces are chosen for their form, function, and ability to complement architectural simplicity. Instead of bulky sets, homes feature carefully selected items, steel-framed chairs, concrete top tables, and glass shelving units. Each piece contributes to the openness of the space rather than overwhelming it. Furniture in minimalist homes demonstrates that less truly is more when it comes to achieving elegance. Minimalist homes thrive on neutral color palettes. Whites, grays, beiges, and blacks dominate. These colors enhance natural light, highlight architectural textures, and provide timeless appeal. Concrete surfaces bring soft grays, steel adds cool metallics, and glass remains colorless, amplifying purity. Accents of wood or greenery offer warmth and contrast without disrupting simplicity. Neutral palettes ensure that the focus remains on design, form, and atmosphere. Minimalism doesn't stop at the walls, it extends to landscaping. Gardens are designed with precision, using clean lines, simple layouts, and selected greenery. Concrete pathways, steel borders, and reflective pools often define outdoor areas. Landscaping becomes an architectural feature, complementing the home's design while maintaining restraint. This integration ensures that the home feels complete, both inside and out. Modern minimalist homes also embrace sustainability. Concrete is used for its thermal mass, reducing energy needs. Glass maximizes natural lighting and ventilation, while steel is often recyclable and durable. Architects integrate solar panels, rainwater collection, and eco-friendly insulation into minimalist designs, proving that beauty and responsibility can coexist. Sustainable minimalism isn't just a trend, it's the future of architecture. Smart technology blends seamlessly with minimalist aesthetics. Hidden lighting systems, automated blinds, and integrated climate control enhance comfort without visual clutter. Minimalist homes are often smart homes, where technology disappears into the background, serving function while maintaining purity of form. Technology complements the minimalist lifestyle by offering convenience while keeping visual noise at bay. From Japan to Scandinavia, minimalist homes have become global icons. Japanese architects emphasize serenity and nature, while Scandinavian designs highlight warmth and coziness. Across the world, concrete, glass, and steel remain the universal language of minimalist architecture. Each cultural interpretation adds unique flavors while staying true to minimalist principles. Minimalist homes do more than look beautiful, they change how people feel and live. Open, uncluttered spaces reduce stress, while abundant light and natural views promote well-being. Living in a minimalist home is not just about aesthetics, it's about cultivating clarity of mind, peace, and focus. The emotional resonance of these homes is what makes them truly inspiring. Designing minimalist homes isn't easy. Restraint requires discipline, and every detail must be perfect because nothing is hidden. Achieving balance with raw materials like concrete, glass, and steel requires expertise. Moreover, minimalism must avoid feeling cold or empty, which is why architects integrate warmth through textures, natural light, and thoughtful detailing. Minimalist architecture may seem simple, but simplicity often comes at a cost. High-quality concrete finishes, custom steel frameworks, and expansive glass panels require precision and investment. However, these costs are offset by durability, energy efficiency, and timelessness. Minimalist homes are not temporary trends, they are built to last. The future of minimalist homes lies in blending technology, sustainability, and natural harmony. Architects are experimenting with modular concrete systems, energy-efficient glazing, and recycled steel. The next generation of minimalist homes will be smarter, greener, and even more integrated with their environments. The principle of less is more will continue to inspire innovations in residential architecture worldwide. Minimalist homes built with concrete, glass, and steel are more than architectural statements, they are reflections of intentional living. They teach us that simplicity can be luxurious, that openness can bring peace, and that materials, when used thoughtfully, can create spaces that inspire. As we've explored today, these homes are not just physical spaces but emotional sanctuaries, blending functionality with timeless beauty. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Share which design element inspired you most. Was it the strength of concrete, the transparency of glass, or the elegance of steel? Your feedback helps us shape future videos, and together, we'll continue discovering the world's most stunning homes.